Hey everyone, I wanted to film a really quick update on how I've been doing because I posted a video last week about being back in acute and I had some feedback saying, you're not back in acute, you're 28 months off, this is not withdrawal anymore, and I want to acknowledge that. I know that. I have made videos about that before. I don't think this is just a withdrawal thing. Withdrawal has never really made sense to me because with other substances, when you withdraw from them, you typically take the drug again or the substance and you feel better, and that's not the case a lot of times in this situation. So it's neurological damage, it's a brain injury, whatever you want to call it. It's not important to me what the labels are. I just meant that my symptoms that I had had when I first quit the drug had suddenly come back at 28 months off. So call it a wave, call it a setback. I don't know really what it was because there was no specific trigger that I could think of, but it was really, really, really bad. The akathisia, the inability to feel relaxed in any way, shape, or form, no physical, no mental relaxation, just, the intrusive thoughts, the hallucinations, the just, vibrations and pulsating and burning brain and all of the movie kind of nerve feelings that go along with this horrible thing. It's so hard to find the right descriptors for the sensations that go on in the body. I've used nerve shocking, I've used electrocution, I've used pulsating, I've used inner vibrations, thrashing, mini explosions. That's how I describe what goes on. So my symptoms were really bad, and the wave or whatever lasted about 17 days with no relief. I think it was 17 days. And then when I made that video, it was the first day that I felt a little tiny bit better. And since then, so that was about a week ago, it's been really up and down for me. So I'm happy to say that the last 2 days I have felt like I'm in a window. And windows are just so amazing when you struggle so much and are in hell for so long. Someone asked me to describe what a window was like for me, and for me it's a clear mind, and I get little blips throughout the day, but it's nothing debilitating. It's just, I'll have maybe a thought here or a thought there, or something that kind of is maybe comes out of nowhere, but it's nothing like how my baseline used to be and how my waves are. So where I have just constant repeating intrusive thoughts and hallucinations and the most darkest evil things in my head, and just the horrible pain and the ear ringing and all of those things that I've described in many other videos. So the window is basically all of those are gone, or they're 90% gone. And so that's how I felt the last 2 days. So I did a bunch of gardening with my daughter. I did some shopping. I did some work. I did just little projects that I have going on. And I just feel blissfully happy. It's just happier than I almost ever felt before. Not only because I feel like I'm surviving and I'm coming out the other side of this hell, but I've got a beautiful baby girl and I've got all of these projects going on. I was unable to work for 2 years and now things are really just taking off for me. And I do still have to be careful with how much I do and how much I sort of expose myself to, because I know when I get too busy and things just get a little bit too hectic, it can easily throw me back into a wave. So for instance, actually this morning, I had a video meeting with the CEO of the woman whose course I took, and that's what's allowing me to work from home for now. And or now that is the course that has allowed me to work from home, which I've needed to just slowly transition back into the workforce with this horrible condition, having a young daughter. So I had a meeting with her and I was quite nervous beforehand, and now that the meeting is over, I could be going back into a wave, but I don't expect them to be as bad as this last one. For some reason, it was just a really brutal wave. Just terror. Like almost every thought was giving me terror. It was terrible. So, and it's not like that was aside from the normal intrusive thoughts that I have. It was just every thought felt scary, and everything just scared me. It's hard to even talk about, but so yeah, I had this meeting this morning and now I feel the kind of prickly feelings in my face. pain in my head. My eyes feel overstimulated, if that makes any sense, and my ears are ringing quite loudly right now. So I know now that if I don't sort of protect and cocoon my nervous system, I will go back into a full wave. So the rest of the day, my daughter's just sleeping. I'm just gonna go to the store and get a couple of groceries for my grandma, drop them off for her, and just do some really calm and chill things. I'm not going to work for the rest of the day. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm not going to exercise or spend time gardening or yard work or any type of stuff like that. I don't have a yard, but I have a garden plot at my grandma's house. So I just wanted to give that update. It seems to be things are back to not quite as good as they were before this setback, but I'm returning to what I would call a baseline where I'm fully functional, but I still have to be very careful. And a lot of the physical and mental symptoms, for the most part, are kind of in the background or completely gone. And like I said, I just had a little bit of a crazy morning, so I just got to kind of slow down for a little bit for the next day or two, and I'm hoping things will get back on track, even though they're not off track. I can feel waves coming on now, or predict when one is sort of looming. So that's where I'm at right now. Let me know how you guys are doing. I've had a lot of feedback lately. I actually am having a chat tomorrow, my first video chat, sort of like a consultation, I'm not sure what you'd call it, with one of my YouTube subscribers who needs a little bit of help. So I'm more than happy to do that. And now that I'm, like I said, coming out the other side of this after 5 years of struggle, I just want to provide hope to as many people as I can, and that's what I'm using this platform for. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.